Morning everybody. We're just going to do a short little video on how I do my grain filler when working with open grain woods like ash for guitars. Oak would also fall into that category, or sassafras, which I've also used. This is the jazz bass I'm building for Link Andrews. He just left on tour across Canada, so he'll be gone for a while, but I'm doing this little update using his Swampash body. This body is actually nice and light, just over 4 pounds. So I've already started by doing a couple of sessions of wood sealer. I found that when I use the grain filler straight to the raw wood that there's a little more shrinkage happening than I would like, so I've gone to doing the sealing first, and I found that it makes the process a lot easier, less applications of the finish, or of the grain filler. I'm using Timbermate's grain filler, really good product. It's water based and it reactivates with water. Mix it with warm water and you get a nice soupy consistency to get it to seep into the grain. And this is just a natural base. This will be finished in solid black, so I don't have to worry about enhancing the grain or anything like that, even though the grain is looking nice. This is the first coat, and I've just slightly sanded it back with 320. And just to see how it looks, this will get a second application of the Timbermate. But basically what we will do is I have just a mix right here, and I'm just going to use this by hand. Now I'll just start rubbing it in like so. I've already gone around the edges and I've just left that unsanded. It dries relatively quickly, so you don't have to wait a couple of days or a day like you would with an oil-based filler like Bartley's. And okay, so I've done a bit of a mix in the actual cup to get my consistency. You can see here kind of milkshake thickness. I like to go a little bit thinner, just so it goes into the pores a little easier. I'll just spread that around before I scrape it across at my 45 degree. This has already received, as I said, an initial coat, so this is going to help level it up and fill it up even more. And I'm just going to use the existing scrapings to bring it across the rest of the body here. And this should be the last session to do. From here I will hit it with some wood sealer and then on to the color coats and clear. Now I could use a sealer, or I could do a 50-50 reduction of the lacquer that I use, the water-based lacquer, and that would be just as well too. Depending on the kind of finish you're doing will dictate exactly what you're doing there. Since this is a solid color, I'm not going to worry too much about that, since it'll be covered anyway. It's a bit of a messy process, but it could be worse, because this stuff dries relatively quick. You can kind of get through the process in a day if you wanted to, and that should take care of that. Any excess I just scrape back into my cup because I can reuse it. And now I can just let that sit. And I'll probably just go around the edges again. Kind of add a little more there. This will all get sanded back, any of the ridges that dry. Not an issue there either. Because this stuff is non-toxic, using your bare hands would even be fine too. You don't need to wear gloves. And there you have it. That's the second coat applied. And we'll let that sit and we'll work away on the next one. And then we'll sand that back and see how well that filled. Alright, we will show you what's up later on. Thank you, have a good day.